Let's be honest, when I say the name Molly Brown, one word probably pops into your head. Titanic, right? But what if I told you that the real story of the unsinkable Molly Brown has almost nothing to do with that ship? Her origin story, her incredible strength, it was forged long, long before she ever stepped foot on that deck. And trust me, it's way more interesting. But first, let's dive into the legend, the part of the story we all know and love. We're talking, of course, about that fateful night, April 14th, 1912. This is the moment that launched Margaret Brown into the history books. And wow, what bravery it was. Her actions that night are the stuff of legend, for sure. It's how she earned that iconic nickname, the unsinkable Molly Brown. It's a powerful image, a great name. But you know what? It's just one chapter in a much, much bigger story. Yeah, she wasn't just sitting there waiting to be rescued. No way. All the accounts say she was an absolute force of nature. In the middle of all that chaos, she was actively helping load lifeboats, keeping people calm, and then, famously, she argued with the crew of her lifeboat, demanding they turn back to look for more survivors. Just incredible. So that brings us to the big question, right? Where did that courage come from? Was it just a fluke, a one-time burst of adrenaline in a crisis? Or was that incredible strength, that unbreakable spirit, something that had been built, piece by piece, over her entire life? Well, to answer that, we've got to go back. I mean, way back. And we're not going to a lavish first-class deck. Nope. We're heading to the rough and tumble, gritty, and often brutal world of the Colorado mining boom. So, a little backstory. She was born Margaret Tobin in Missouri, but her character was really forged when her family moved to the wild mining town of Leadville, Colorado. It's there she married a mining engineer, and when he finally struck it rich, they moved on up to Denver's high society. But as we're about to see, you can take the girl out of the mountains, but you can't take the mountains out of the girl. And you really have to picture what Leadville was like back then. This wasn't some quaint little town. It was a crucible. Life there was hard. It demanded a kind of grit and resilience that you just weren't going to find in some fancy Denver parlor. This place, this is what made Molly Brown. And this is so important. This wasn't some abstract idea for her. She lived it. She was right there, seeing firsthand the daily struggles, the constant danger, and the poverty that miners and their families faced every single day. That experience gave her this incredibly deep well of compassion. So it's kind of like her life had these two key ingredients. On one side, you've got the Leadville frontier. That's what gave her the grit, the strength, the very foundation of who she was. Then, on the other side, you have Denver high society. That gave her the platform, the money, and the influence to actually do something with that strength. And she never, ever forgot where she came from. And that is the whole secret. That's the core of her story. The unsinkable Molly Brown, that spirit wasn't born in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Nope. It was built, piece by powerful piece, over decades in the mountains of Colorado. That was her true foundation. Okay, so with that new perspective, let's go back to the deck of the Titanic. Let's look at her actions that night again, but through this new lens. And when you do that, her heroism doesn't seem surprising at all. In fact, it almost seems inevitable. Look at what she did. This wasn't theoretical leadership. It was practical, get-your-hands-dirty action. Organizing lifeboats, being the calm in the storm, demanding they go back for more people. I mean, these are the actions of someone who is used to taking charge in a crisis, someone who isn't afraid of a hard fight. Just think about it for a second. While everyone else is understandably panicking and seeing total chaos, she's seeing a problem that needs to be solved. Her reaction wasn't panic. It was pure, unadulterated, Colorado-forged resilience. It was the spirit of the frontier, just unleashed on the open ocean. But here's where the story gets even better, and what truly separates Molly Brown from just being another famous survivor. Her heroism didn't stop when she was rescued. Not even close. She used her newfound fame as a giant megaphone for the causes she already believed in. She fought for miners' welfare, for women's rights, for education, and when you look closer, you can trace every single one of those causes right back to her experiences in those Colorado mining towns. The compassion she'd always felt for those families just now had a national stage. And she was smart about it, too. She didn't just donate money and walk away. She was a strategic activist, using organizations like the Denver Women's Club to turn her wealth and influence into real, tangible social change.
She was all about building a better community, one practical step at a time.
So let's bring this all together. When we look at the complete picture, what is the true legacy of Molly Brown? What should we really remember her for? It's this. She was so much more than a one-dimensional hero from a single night. Her entire life was a testament to the grit, the compassion, and the determination of the American West. I love this idea. The Titanic didn't define her, it revealed her.
And you can actually connect with that legacy today. Her former home in Denver is now the Molly Brown House Museum, and it stands as this lasting symbol of her unbreakable spirit and her incredible journey from a rugged frontier town to a national icon. It's a place that tells her whole story. You can take tours, get involved in programs. It really connects her activism directly to her roots, proving that where you come from truly shapes who you become. Ultimately, her story is such a powerful reminder for all of us. It's not the easy times that define us. Our resilience, our compassion, our true, unbreakable spirit, all of it is forged in the fire of the challenges we face.
Molly Brown's Colorado roots prepared her for the Titanic, so it kind of makes you wonder, right? What defining moments are our own roots preparing us for?